All right, this is page 11 in the packet, the yellow packet. Starting on the right here, this actually means sine x minus cosine x times sine x minus cosine x equals this side here. I'm not going to write it all out, but when I square this, here I get sine squared minus sine x cosine x minus sine x cosine x plus cosine squared equals the right side there. And then if I combine these two things here, I get 1. Sine squared plus cosine squared is 1. And then combine these two is minus 2 sine x cosine x. It's hard to write with the mouse here. Well, here, if I could take cotangent x and turn it into cosine x over sine x. So then I have 1 minus 2 sine x cosine x. And then I have the same thing on the right side. All right, this one here, of course, this is more complicated than that there, so let me see what I want to do here. Let's make this 1 over cosine x minus 1 and 1 over cosine x plus 1 . So if I work on this complex fraction here, cosine x would be 1 minus cosine x, and then this is cosine x, and then 1 plus cosine x plus cosine x minus 1. And then if I multiply by the reciprocal here, then 1 minus cosine x over the cosine x's are going to cancel. It's going to go away. So now I have the same denominator here. And 1 minus 1 is 0, negative cosine, so I have 0 over cosine x plus 1 equals 0, and 0 equals 0. So this one, let me make the common denominator sine times cosine, and then this would be secant times cosine minus sine squared equals cotangent. So secant times cosine is just 1. I apologize for writing with the mouse here. I don't have my tablet with me right now, so if I wrote with a tablet, it would be a little bit better than writing with a mouse here, but so one of these cosines is going to cancel with that one. So you have cosine over sine x equals cotangent cotangent is equal to cotangent. Let me switch over to the equation editor here. So for this one, we have sine x times 1 over sine x minus cosine squared equals sine squared. So 1 minus cosine squared and sine squared equals sine squared. You might ask the teacher to pause the video if you need to copy some things down here. And this number 3 here. One plus tangent squared is secant squared. Over cosecant squared. Equal tangent squared. And the next step, put this in terms of sines and cosines here. So 1 over cosine squared and 1 over sine squared. Equal tangent squared. and make this complex fraction into a multiplication. So 1 over cosine squared times sine squared So you end up with tangent squared equal tangent squared. And then number 4 here. So you want to make the denominator cosine x. So you have to multiply that by cosine x. You get cosine squared. And then plus sine squared over cosine. So cosine squared plus sine squared is just 1 over cosine x equals secant x. So cosine squared plus sine squared is 1 over this common denominator cosine. So that's page 11. And then I want to look at page 13, which is not labeled as page 13, but it's 2 pages after this one here. It looks like this here. It says number 7 there. So I could start on either side here, but let me start on the left side here. Cotangent. And tangent is sine over cosine. And then you want to make this denominator sine x cosine x. And then this becomes cosine squared. Plus sine squared. And then 1 over sine x cosine x. And then number 8. Working on the left side again. That's a more complicated side. Sine x cosine x. I'm going to multiply that by cosine x. And sine x on the bottom. Multiply the top together, the cosines cancel. You have sine x over sine x. Equal 1. And then 1 equal 1. And number 9. I get 1 over cosine squared. Alright, so if you multiply the right reciprocal there, you have cosine squared plus sine squared. One equal 1. Let's put some space here. number 10, put in terms of sine and cosine. All right, that's page 11 and 13.